21st Jan 1953 in Washington in USA. Died on 15th October 2018 in Washington. Paul Gardner Allen said, "In my experience, each failure contains the seeds of your next success, if you're willing to learn from it. Any crusade requires optimism and the ambition to aim high." Paul Gardner Allen was an American business magnate, investor and philanthropist. He was best known for co-founding Microsoft Corporation with childhood friend Bill Gates in 1975, which helped spark the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and the 1980s, later making Microsoft the world's largest personal computer software company. Allen was ranked as the 44th wealthiest person in the world by Forbes in 2018 with an estimated net worth of $20.3 billion at the time of his death. Paul Gardner Allen said, "In my experience," he used the word experience, practical experience. He didn't say in my studies, in my understanding. He just said, "In my experience." Experience is very important. Feel, smell, taste, touch, and see. That 5 stages: plan, organize, direct, control, execute. That 5 stages. In my experience, and he must have been in a deep, intimate relationship with the subject he is. In my experience, if anybody says, then you must understand he must have been a karma yogi. Karma yoga says, keep doing work without expecting results. And he was passionately in love. He was not looking for something. He said, "I want in love." Passionately in love, yes. In my experience, Paul Gardner Allen said, experience is very, very important. To get the experience, you have to work hard. You have to melt. You have to meditate. Not the meditation what I was talking about, the Vipassana meditation, Zazen meditation, misunderstood. The same what our yogis misunderstood when our ancestors told them, go to the Himalayas if you wanted to meditate. They thought that Himalayas. No, it's just like the Zen master pointing a finger to the moon, and all the disciples took this finger as the moon and made a picture and started worshipping, thinking the finger is the moon. When they said go to the Himalayas, that is the best place for you to meditate, means go to the Himalayan problems of the people. Try to understand all Swamijis, all saints, all Zen masters, all the church fathers and the mullahs. Please understand, a communication gap has happened and you thought that is the gospel of truth. No. Go to the Himalayas means go to the center of the market. Himalayan problems of the, there if you can sit and work very, very hard, and then the mind stops and sits in your body along with you, then you can penetrate. Just in and the mind and the body, in and the positive and negative can penetrate so deeper that nobody in the world can stop. That was Paul Gardner Allen. In my experience, that was the experience he's talking, not the experience going and sitting silently under the trees, sitting silently. No, wrong. Hence Confucius kept on telling, please do not enter any temple. Please do not touch any spiritual book till you are at the age of 60. Those days it was 60. Now I'm telling till the age of 90, do not touch. You do not have to touch. Because the moment you touch, you become a nobody. When you are deeply involved in a karma yoga, then all the spiritual experiences is from the day one, because everything what you see is God. Paul Gardner Allen said, in my experience, each failure contains the seeds of your next success. Each failure, first of all, there is no failure. But he said, what Paul said is failure is for the materialistic world. If they do not get out of 100, they do not get 100, or they get 90, and then they say that 1 mark less. was a failure. No, in the spirit, when you are deeply involved like a karma yogi, keep doing work without expecting results, then even that marks doesn't count. The orgasmic experience what you got in your travel, and never to turn back, the strength of what you got it, the guts that you got it, to keep moving ahead, not turning back to look how far you climbed, but how far more you can see. Yes, then the failure is not there. In my experience, Paul Gardner Allen said, each failure contains the seeds of your next 100% seeds of your next success. They say, when a problem comes, the tears fill your eyes, it stops you from seeing another opportunity. Hence, in India, they teach the spiritual people that good or bad, do not even show your face expression. That's why in most of the temples, when you go, they ask Swamiji, will you come with me? He said, Aite. Swamiji, will you not come with me? Aite. Swamiji, are you okay? He said, Aite. Aite means yes, neither, nice, yes, neither, no. He will just, no expression at all. Your father died, no expression. Your child is born, no expression. Yes, in that you can find out the seeds of your next success. The moment you are deeply involved, you become emotionally involved. I'm not telling you should not get involved. The moment get emotionally involved and then remove it up, let it get out, and then wipe out your tears, because another opportunity keeps opening. You contain the seeds of your next success. Yes, seeds of your next success. In my experience, each failure contains the seeds of your next success. Please try to understand. Yes. Every child. Parents are telling my marks are not sufficient, No. Try to encourage the child to understand that every one mark, less or more, is an experience. First of all, participation itself is an experience. Once they know to participate, then you have to only give a little push to make them will become a little absorbed. When they know to observe and then they become conscious, success is thy name. Paul Karnataka Allen said, if you are willing to learn from it, the failure contains the seeds of your next success. Any crusade, any revelation, your life itself is a revelation. Any crusade which you are taking, whether you take a science subject, mathematics, you take an arts subject, you take a political subject, a medical subject, engineer, any crusade requires optimism. You should be optimistic, good or bad. You cannot be. The moment you are pessimist, somebody told me, if you enter the car and if the person keeps telling you that whenever I drive, I make an accident, get down, stop the car, get down, move, because that man will make an accident. He is pessimist, always trying to tell he is wrong, he is not good, or he is not good. That person, no. Any crusade, optimism and the ambition to aim high. There is no ambition. If you are optimist, the path opens higher and deep, and you never feel, because the darkness is deeper. From far you see it's too dark, and you go deeper inside to the darkness is not there. Recently, I and my students, they went for a walk. It was the mist was heavy, the fog was heavy. We couldn't see anything 5 feet ahead. 10 feet, so deep down, how are we going to look? Still my students told, Guruji, let us go for a walk. And we went. The more we walked deeper, we could find everything we could see from inside. Yes, inside is all that light, all that inside the heart, inside the mind, everything is light. Yes, there is a beautiful light. The light is very close to the spirit. It's called spirit. If you have the spirit, optimism, you must be optimist. Optimism and ambition, that is where your light is. Yeah, that is where you could find a path opening, and the path is called the spirit. If you have the spirit, if you are an optimist person, then the spirit is there. Only spirit is spirit. Even in the martial arts, they say, don't go after the techniques. If you have the spirit, the techniques follow you. The spirit is very important to push ahead. Never to think whether you win or lose, and always it is winning only. Whether it is losing or not, you find always something which can help you to take it a little more forward, further up. But if you listen to other people, pessimist, then you get trapped. That's why I tell me, don't go to the temple because they ask you many things. Don't go ask your problem. You go to the temple, to the church or masjid, only to say thank you, not to ask for anything back from the priest. The priest sometimes create trouble for you. Any crusade requires optimism and the ambition to aim high. This one, shooting was being done by Kavita, Padma, and Kanika and Zini. These four people, Padma and Kavita, is making an attempt for the civil service examination, and Kanika is just completed post-graduation. Zini has just completed graduation. And I told them, the stories, whatever I'm talking, try to edit it up, speech to text, edit it up, and then send it to Sudeep Nahar, another one of my students who is a software engineer. Send it to him so that he can get it published in the Amazon. They did around 20 stories, and today morning I asked them, what happened? They forgot about it. I said, no, that is not. Following it up is very important. If you not learn now, the smallest gap can pull down the biggest ship down. That optimism, the ambition to hit the target is very important. If you don't hit the target, then the civil service examination might be very difficult. This small thing, what I have given, maybe I'm not interested in the booklet. The book come or doesn't come, never mind. But if these children are not being taught how to follow it, every 1 second counts till they get it. Once they know to get it, then it is the same to get the answers from when they go to write the examination, civil service examination. Understand? Any crusade, this is a crusade. I told them, any crusade requires optimism and the ambition to aim high. Forget about aim high, the ambition to hit the target, and when the arrow leaves, it may not hit the target, but it will not miss. Paul Gardner Allen said, in my experience, each failure contains the seeds of your next success. If you're willing to learn from it, any crusade requires optimism and the ambition to aim high. This is my 308th small talk.